If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
In our last session, we discussed the agenda of our session was to complete the financial accounting setup, and we discussed that this is the hub of any ERP application. So first of all, we will complete the financial setup. So in a financial setup, we have some overview at how and when and why we need to create this financial setup, and this financial accounting setup that we have to, before you can begin the create and posting financial transactions, you need to set up financial accounting details for each company, and that is required for the company accounting, create ledger year and periods, and maintain ledger periods. So in this financial accounting setup, we did and complete the some setup, and we discussed this one is that that financial accounting setup, why is it mandatory? Because it's linked with the other sub ledgers, and we discussed that the other sub ledgers are project, procurement, inventory, business assets, budget, banking and settlement, customer contract, customer accounts, expense, budgets, and supplier accounts and payroll. These are the sub-ledgers that are interlinked with this financial accounting setup. That is our general ledger. And from where you can book some transaction and take some accounting or financial transaction from them. You can see the arrow that some are from and to that interact with this financial accounting setup. So we discussed that this setup should be in a proper way as per your business, as per your project. If it is not, then you may face so many challenges while configuring these sub-ledgers. Okay, like when we configure the supplier accounts, and if we don't have proper accounting account sets that defined for the supplier accounts, so it won't work properly. Similar in case of customer accounts. So you have to foresee the requirement, not completed, but by assumptions that this module will come up, then your financial accounting setup should be completed so that the customer won't face any challenge. Okay, so we design one project, that is Dell Incorporation, and for that Dell Incorporation, we create one account set, and that account sets have two types of flow. Once it's really completed, that is accounting journal and operational journal. We will discuss this in a while when we complete our accounting setup. And in accounting setup, we design our account sets. We discuss about the charts of account, and the charts of account may have different charts of account, but have a different account set that you can incorporate into your existing account set. So in Workday, we have a privilege to do so, so we can do that. Then we have created currency. By default, Workday provide the currency, and there are two types of currency that we discussed it. That is the base currency and the foreign currency. We discuss about the base currency, that the base currency you perform the company accounting transactions, where if you require the company perform a transaction other than the base currency, that currency called a foreign currency, and that currency should enable so that you can perform a transaction without any challenge or issue. So the currency should be defined in the system, and it should be enabled. So Workday convert any foreign currency to a company's base currency for accounting purpose. We will discuss this, how to convert this currency, okay? And you cannot change the base currency if you have created a journal for a company, associate and account control rules set to the company. Okay. So if you define a currency and we see that in a system that currency defined or unable when we define the company, and that currency then linked with the account set automatically, sorry, accounting setup automatically. So we discuss and we see that currency area as well. Then we define fiscal schedule, and what is the fiscal schedules are the calendars that your business use and can share for financial accounting and reporting purpose. A fiscal schedule is made up for posting intervals, the chronological periods into which you divide the calendar. So we design one fiscal schedule. From that fiscal schedule, we define the posting intervals, and from posting interval, we define our first initial year. Okay. So this is the activity where it perform. There are certain other activities that are still are coming that we will do under this fiscal schedule. Then we discuss about the fiscal years, how it will be created. That fiscal years are created only within fiscal schedules, and each year within that schedule must share the same posting interval. What differ is the end date from one year to the next year. You can create the initial fiscal year through iLoad or using the create initial fiscal year. Okay. What is the iLoad? This is from activity that from which this is a tool that given by the Workday that from which you can upload the data from Excel or any text format to Workday directly. So we have different type of tools here, not tools, but the functionality here in Workday. One is iLoad and other is EIB. What is EIB? Why we need to create it? We have the functionality in the system, and we will see in when we complete our company accounting details. Okay. Until unless we didn't complete it, we cannot perform any activity, any operation properly. So that should be very careful. Your year, your fiscal schedule, your posting interval should be well designed, because if it is not well designed, it will not well designed, then the challenge is that you have to define it again and attach to the company. Okay. So this is the one activity that you cannot edit it. It is once created, then it is created and then you can attach it. If it is not created properly, then there is no added functionality for fiscal schedule and the fiscal year for the posting interval. Okay. For example, I put in one example that I have a 12 period, but due to mistake or typo mistake, I skip one period at the end. November, I didn't define it. But I save it all the fiscal schedule in the period in the system. And then suddenly I realized that this period was missed due to some reason that my iLoad, I missed to mention in the iLoad, I mentioned into a, manually when I was defined. Okay. So system won't allow you to create or sorry, no, won't allow you to edit this fiscal schedule and under fiscal schedule to edit the posting intervals. So you have to be very careful for this summary intervals or the posting intervals. You can combine several posting intervals of a fiscal schedule into consolidated reporting units such as quarters or half years. So we define a monthly base So system provide the functionality to have it the quarter, half years, or a period of 4 months. You can define it. You can add, change, or delete summary intervals anytime. This is not the greatest. We cannot change it. That is not correct because we can add but delete or summary intervals anytime. So we did this activity, create view, added fiscal schedules. Okay, let's see the system. So I shifted into a user that is Logan McNell, and let's see that our company is Dell. Let's click on Dell Incorporation. So our company is here. This is added company accounting details. So we have assigned the USD. This is a functional currency. Then we assign the Dell FS is our fiscal schedule. Yeah. And that we have defined 1 year. Right now, this is our first year. And the number of years we have from 01 Jan to 31st December. And this is the intervals that we have defined, the posting intervals. So if I go into and then manage posting intervals, and then we have it here. Okay. But here you can see that we cannot add up any intervals now. Only the number are fixed, but we define it. So posting interval cannot be increased or decreased, but you can add it the fiscal schedules only. You can see you can add up here. Right now there is no transaction has happened, so you can edit it. So this is what one part we did it, and the second one is account sets. If I open up this account sets, so in account sets we have used by one company, that is our company. You can see Dell Incorporation, and we define certain account sets, and we will upload the, or you can say update these account sets on our required basis. So in parallel, we define one more company, that is Dell UK. This is there. So right now we don't have any definition for this company. So similar way, we will define the accounting details. And first of all, the address that we did it, or the contact information. So where it is, yeah, this one, added company account contact information, add up the address. Similar way I'm doing, so that in upcoming tasks where we have requirement, then we will update it. Put at the same information. So state is the New York. They changed the, oh, sorry, not the New York, it's United UK. United Kingdom. So it's main world. That is London. Postal code is Let me check. That code should be appropriate, otherwise system will not allow you to enter. Okay, let's enter some digits so that probably it works. I put it a random number. This is my primary business, so the system gives you the error. And the error is enter a postal code in a valid format. The postal code must contain two parts with the optional space in between. The first part is postal code must contain letters and the number or just letters in this format. So we have to like this. And the second part of the postal code contains a number of two letters with the format is #AA. Okay. So I put it here. L01. Let's see. No. So let's see that we can check it from here. Google it. And so we have E1. This is the postal code. E17BT. E1 space 7BT. Now it's accepted. Click OK. So the contact information for my second company, that is incorporated. Click done. Now again the same procedure. We will follow for our second company, that is text details. And again the text IDs we have, add the line, put it the country. Text ID is something, company name, that is the MC UK. Let's put it a random number for identification purpose. So that's it. So we have assigned the text IDs for my second company. Click done. So here we have the two main information that we add up there. Just needs to verify the integration IDs that we are updated or not. So yes, we did update it. That's okay. Click done. Now the rules, again added button. Click company, and then we have added company accounting details. Here the currency is that is from UK. So why is it that is coming from the definition company form? I need to check that because this should be changed. This should not be USD. So Dell INC UK. Go to related action button, company, and then added company. So again, the added name and company here. Click OK. That is, name is there. It's called Upbeat. And to change it. So here I can change directly from the accounting details. So right now I didn't enter any transaction. System allow me to change it. GBP. Okay. So this is our company schedule. If I want to utilize the same one, then I put it the same interval within the same group, then we can put it or utilize the same schedule. Then the account sets, if you want to utilize own company account set and then we want it to consolidate it, we have one feature of consolidation, then you can do that. Otherwise, you can put it the same account set. Okay, so that's it. And whatsoever the change in account set for one company, that will happen for the second as well. Okay, so this means, yeah, that is one of the following option must be selected: reverse debit and credit. We discussed about this last session, that how the reversal should happen for any journal. So I put it here, and then click OK. So this is how the for my second company that is completed. And if I open up my group, the group, that is the hierarchy we have it. If I go into the related action button, then in this hierarchy, we don't have any company or edit company option. Why is it so? Because at this hierarchy level, we didn't configure any company. We just created to have the reporting. So this is the interview question as well. That can you assign the account sets or accounting details to uh, uh, your hierarchy? Then that the answer is no, we cannot. So if I go again the org chart, we have two companies here now, where we can perform the company. You can see we have it. So the hierarchy, you have very limited options, whereas the company have more options. So here you can see that in our top hierarchy, you are seeing two, means in this parent, we have two childs. Okay. And if you build up any parent below that other company, then it will show you hierarchy in a similar way. Okay. So right now, for example, I'm going back. I want to create a child again, another child against this company hierarchy. Then how can we do that? Just go back and find your hierarchy. This is my hierarchy. Click over here, and on this hierarchy, on the related action button, go in that. Then in actions, we have reorganization, and this is the create superior or create subordinate. Means in hierarchy, you want to create an upper level, then assign superior. If you want to create a lower level, then create subordinate. Then it asks you that from which date you want to make effective. I just put in my startup date, business startup date, and create a subordinate. And it's asked you that, okay, fine, you are creating a subordinate. The organization name, that is my, I would say that Dell Malaysia, Dell INC, Malaysia. This is another branch or another company we just open up. If we just want to add up here, then DIM. Again, the organization type, that is a company. And that's it, please submit. So that's system prompt you the process. What is the process? We will discuss this as well in a upcoming session. This has been created. Then go to hierarchy. And now view the org chart. And you can see the third company is appear up, and the number is changed into the 3. So we create one subordinate against this hierarchy. Similar way, we have a Dell Finance department, and we have a Dell cost center hierarchy, Dell CC hierarchy. In this hierarchy, we created, if I go into the org chart, we created the 3 departments: finance, IT, and sales and marketing. If I want to create another department, or if I want to create or 2 subsection against this IT department, yeah, or sales and marketing, then we just click over here and then again go to the reorganization. In 1 minute. Okay, we want to create the hierarchy. Yeah, from this one. We want to create another subordinates. Go to reorganization and then create subordinate. Here the same way, system asks you to the date of effective. Under this hierarchy, I am creating a subordinate. And then here the name of that cost center, like Dell. Another cost center is HR department, PhD. Type is our, now the subtype is changed with respect of our cost centers. So I just put it here, the cost center, and then that's it. You can see that the Dell DHT Dell department is created. So right now the person is not assigned to this one. So system as show you the 4 hierarchy in under this organization, because we discussed that we have cost center, organization, reorganization, and company. These are the organization. Just show you again, organization type. Maintain organization type. So we have this company, cost centers, location. These are the 3 main areas that we did focused on. Whereas we have hierarchy, we have a company hierarchy, cost center hierarchy, region hierarchy, and location hierarchy. We can create the location hierarchy as well. Right now we did create only one location. You can create a location hierarchy as well. And the, the one and main only purpose is to have the hierarchies, to have the reporting. Okay, then this is the HR area. That HR related activity, we have matrix, supervisory, retiree, work time. This is totally HR. Payroll area, that we have organization under payroll, and we have 2 pay group and payroll company. And then we have custom. We discuss this custom in our upcoming session, that we will discuss the custom, but we will not discuss these 2 because this is totally belongs to 2 other modules or 2 other application, that is HR and payroll. So our focus is on the financial part. Okay, so we see that how we can create the hierarchy and how we can create the subordinate. Now, if we have a subtype as well, organization subtypes, maintain organization subtypes. Under this organization cost and company, we have other subtypes, like we have 175 subtypes. And when we were defining the cost centers, so we have the cost center subtypes here. If I filter it, click on this column, and then you can filter the information. If you know the values, then put it here, unlimited value, that is contains begins with not equal to is empty. Oh my God. Let me relog. Okay. So put it here, the cost again. You can see this is the cost center that we utilize for creation of our cost center. Under cost center, which are organization types are link, cost center, and cost center hierarchy. And you can hear the include in the display name, cost center name. If I check it, then it will include into my display name as well. Otherwise, cost center will remain as it is as a name. Okay. So this is how it is. And here you can see the minus sign, and here we can see that there is no minus sign. It means that you can delete these cost centers. Why is it so? Because this cost center type is not utilized by any type. And you can see the usage count is 0. That's why it is minus sign. We have it and we can delete it. But this type is cost center utilized by 2094 times. This is the total count, and you can see that no minus sign is here. That means that you cannot delete this object. Okay, this is what it is. If I delete it right now, then you can delete it. I delete it. Okay, and save it. Click OK. So this is how it works, that you can define your subtypes as well. And we have subtype reports and the organization type report as well. Org type. This is the report. All the organization type we have it. We have a proper report. You can see the end report. This is 195 items are there. Similar way, we can see the subtype reports as well. Organization subtype. This is subtype reports. Means we define one organization type, that is a cost center. Under that cost center, we have further subtype, that is a location. Then we have a subtype location hierarchy or some other information that we can maintain. Then as a subtype for the cost center, we have it a cost center. So this is what the organizational structure, and that we define upper level or the lower level. Okay. If I want to go up to upper level in a hierarchy, we go into reorganization, and then we can include or assign a superior level. Okay. So this is the organization type. And then if I go back to my accounting setup, then we have other option like the control rule set and posting rule sets. Then we have a translation rule sets, the daily balance rule. This is there. So let's see that for any company, how we can define the currency rate type. Right now, there are many types are there. Let's see how we can define our own type. Okay. For this type, we have an option, that is maintain currency conversion rates. Okay. And then we have a rate type. There are two things in a currency. One is rate type, another is conversion rate. Give me 1 minute. Let me put it my charger for my laptop. It is dying. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So we were discussing the conversion rate and conversion rate type. Just to give you an overview about this currency conversion and conversion rate type. So till now, if you have any question, then you may ask, or it is easy to understand, or give your comment.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
What's the main difference between the cost center and cost center hierarchy?
You asked what is the difference between cost center and the cost center hierarchy?
Yes.
Okay. That's no problem. I will answer you, but don't hesitate to ask the question. You can stop me in between. Not wait for the moment that I will ask you to ask the question. Okay. This is the session for you guys, because you guys are learning. So whenever you feel any curiosity or any question that is there, then feel free to ask. Okay. You can interrupt me anytime. Yeah. So cost center, you asked that what is a cost center and what is a cost center hierarchy. Okay. For example, as I said earlier, that this is the cost center, and hierarchy only have to created only have to have the reporting report. Okay. Report means that we want to know that in overall department, we have our departments or the cost centers like finance, we define IT, we define HR, we define sales and marketing. Now we want to know that overall how many expense we made in salaries expense. So if we don't have the hierarchy, then what we have to do, for example, hierarchy is not there. So we paid some salary, $23,000 here, $4,500 here, $2,000 here, $3,300 here. So if we don't have the hierarchy, then we have to go back, check each and every cost centers, and then add up. Okay. Then we make addition and 1283. Okay, this is the one way. The other way is that I want to take a report on the salary expense. Similar, I want to take a report for utility expenses. Again, I have to perform the same. Okay, I have to club all of them. Whereas the hierarchy, if hierarchy is there, or hierarchy is a parent. Okay, cost center hierarchy. Hierarchy is a parent, and these are the child.
Okay.
So if we have the hierarchy, then we just take a report and mention that we need a report based on this for the salary account. So what system will do, system automatically go into the child and take all the data and put it there here, 12833. I don't ask the system to calculate all these amounts. So the hierarchy helps you to consolidate all the information having in the child level. So this is how the hierarchy helpful to maintain. And as you know that we are building structure, that's why we try to cover up all the E's, or you can say all the areas that will help help the user to take the reporting efficiently.
Okay.
That's why we create the hierarchy, cost center hierarchy, and the cost centers. Okay. But it doesn't mean that at this time when I'm creating this structure, I created cost center hierarchy, but I cannot create it later stage. But I can create a hierarchy in a later stage as well. Means after 4 months, 3 months, if I want to create a hierarchy, I just go back in the system. So I just go and in the system, and this in the system, I created hierarchy, cost center hierarchy. Okay, and then once it's created, then assign all the cost center under that hierarchy. So this means that hierarchy can be created in the later stage as well, but it is good to have at very startup so that your structure should be completed. You don't need to work again and again on your structure. So it is recommended to have this structure properly so that in future you won't face any challenge. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope I answer your question. Okay.
Yes, you
Now,
did.
thank you. So now I'm putting aside this one and now I'm going back to conversion rate and the date type. Okay, in market, or sorry, not in market, in business, what happened that if you are dealing, there are two currencies we discussed, base currency and we discussed foreign currency. When we design our currency with respect of our business, that is our base currency we discuss. And other than that, that is a foreign currency. We talk about that INR. We can say that is GBP, and this is some PKR, some Malaysian ringgit, that is Bangladesh currency, that BDT. So this is the area we have currency code, that is yen is there. So now what happened? Somehow, some reason, the supplier said that I don't want this currency. My bank account is, I purchased some stuff, like I purchased its vehicle. Then the vehicle cost is $2,000 if I convert into USD. Then the supplier, I'm purchasing a vehicle from UK. Okay, this is the UK, and this is the India. This is Pakistan. This is Bangladesh, and this is Japan. So I want to purchase a vehicle from Japan. So what happened? So my supplier is like Toyota. Okay, from which I'm purchasing one vehicle. Okay, now when I discuss my supplier, that is Toyota, said that okay, we will sell you the vehicle that is some name, that is A1. That's, although it is Audi, but anyhow, A1 is a vehicle name that I want to purchase, and these are the 10 vehicles I want to purchase it. Now, what happened? The Japanese supplier said that, well, you have a base currency as USD, but we take amount in a yen, not in USD, because our bank accept, or our account accept only yen, not the USD currency. So please pay the amount in a foreign currency. So what will happen? We have to record this transaction not in USD, but in yen. So this conversion from USD to yen, we have a conversion rate. Okay. And this conversion rate, based on this different organization or this different financial institution, then they offer it on a daily basis, or sometime it is on a in a minutes, that change on a speedy way. Means like if I go and find it, we have a different website that give us the rate. Bloomberg is there, Bloomberg London, with Bloomberg, only Bloomberg if I find it there. Then we have, okay, let me hear the markets. Bloomberg diverse, okay, markets news, okay, stocks, commodities, currencies, various currency conversion. Currency calculator. Here we are, what we are doing, we are creating or verifying that if we want to have the US euro to USD, then change is 0.0002. So this is the conversion rate. Okay, from GBP to USD, that is 1.3693. That means GBP rate is higher than the USD. If GBP is 1, then the USD cost is 1.3. Okay, so these are the conversion rates provided by different organizations and Bloomberg is one of them. There is a law. For example, the law is said that Japanese said that we followed not the Bloomberg but our own banking conversion currency. So we have to take a conversion rate from their bank. And if I consider, for example, this is the rate. So 1 USD or 1 GBP to USD as 1.363 equal to 1. 1 GBP equal to 1.6363. And if I go back and see that yen, this is not there, but I can find it. Japanese yen to USD currency. Let's find it. Hopefully I got something. Yeah, this is 0.000191 USD. Means if you want to take 1 Japanese yen, then it will be this much a different X rate. So this is how the rate is converted. And this, if I talk about this transaction, then this means that, and this converted into not into yen but GBP because we have a proper rate. So what I will do, the 20,000 USD is here, so equal to this, equal to 1 divided by this one. No. Okay, let's create in the system. This will give us a proper rate. So there is a type as well. I will show you in the system conversion rate as well. There is a type. Type means that we have 3 or 4 different types. One is current. Current means it's giving you today's rate. Then we have an average. Average means that it gives you the rate of specified period of time. Now, normally it is a 30 days average. And I hope you know that how to calculate the average. Means you have a rate is 1.363, sorry, 1.363. Next day it is 1.41. Then we have 1.45. We have a complete activity of this, both conversion rate and this. We have a revaluation. We will perform this. Then average is equal to this sum divided by 3. This is a 3 value. So this is the averages for the 3 days average value. Okay. So similarly, you calculate this website or financial institution give you the average rate as well. Okay. Then we have type here. So system. If I go back into the system, then we have currency rate. First of all, type. That is the report. If you want to take into consider, then currency rate types we have. Otherwise, currency rate, maintain currency rate types. If you want to create your own currency rate type, normally Workday offers average, budget, current. These are the main offer they consider it. Whereas you can define your own rate type as well. For example, I don't want to utilize this current, then I would say that D current. D represent my del and current is the today's current rate type that I want to utilize. And by default, that is average is there. And you can make by default this one as well. So one type is defaulted, one, not more than one, you can default it. So I'm not changing this one, it is remain as it is. And click OK. So the rate type is considering. So whenever I create a conversion, I create under my type. I want to create this conversion. Then I will create under my type D current, that is our current type D current. Or I can utilize this one as well. But for our activity, I will utilize D current so that the rate that are already there, I don't want to change. I will maintain my own rates. Okay, this is the one way. Secondly, go into the rate. Conversion, maintain currency, conversion rates. Here we have a different options. How to create it, what is the meaning of inverse, and what is the meaning of cross rates. These have the two different meanings. And we will discuss this rate and this conversion in a upcoming session. But this currency rate type that we design it here, that you can see D current is appearing. So the rate that you want to define, you will define GBP. Okay, let's see that if someone has already defined, we view that rate. We will define our rate as well, but let's check from GBP to USD. Click OK. That's okay. On which date you want to view? I want to view from the 1st August. Someone has designed or not? Let's see. So this is not yet designed or define it here, but on 30th April, 30th July, it is defined as 1.53. If I go back and I put it here, 30th July. So someone has defined it. Okay, not yet defined 22. Just give me 1 minute. Conversion. So we will perform this activity again and again, where we need to have the conversion rate. So on 30th, previous rate, date effective date and time is 30th 7 is 1.53. You can define your own 1.650. Click OK. And that's it. And that's it. So you have defined the rate on this day, 30th July. If I want to view that, again go back. And then if I see that on today's then you can see 1.645 defined on a 31st. So system give you the last effective date rate as well. Then you can design your own current rate here as well, 1.50. This is how it works. How the currency. We will perform the transaction and you will see that how we can do that. So we have this task to maintain the currency conversion rates, whereas we have a one report, multiple reports, not one report's current currency conversion rate for today on a monthly source. Yeah, you can see 1.65 on a month. In a month, I have defined this rate. So in a month against this rate type, 31st July, 30th July, and 22nd July, the rates are there. Okay. This is how it works. So we discussed different concepts today that help to understand, but we will discuss whenever a new activity will come up. then we will have this one perform this task or perform this activity once again, where like this conversion rate, we have two different activity, that is revaluation and translation, and we have foreign currency journal. So no worry about it, just to give you the idea what is a conversion rate, but we will discuss it again in these activities. Okay. So I think that's all for today. If you have any question or any point that you want to discuss, then please, you can.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, that's good. So I think I should conclude for today's session. And in next session, we will try to complete our general ledger setup. Once it will be completed, then we will discuss accounting journal and the operational journals.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.